do, y'all. Well, let's jump right in, because overnight, all kinds of stuff has been going on. The mounting allegations of rape against Bill Cosby have networks like NBC and TV Land following Netflix by dropping him. Cosby's repeatedly refused to talk about it in a recent interview that the Associated Press did. But now the AP has released the comments after the interview was over. Take a look.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Now, can I get something from you?
What's that?
That none of that will be shown?
I can't promise that myself, but you didn't say anything.
I know I didn't say anything, but I'm asking your integrity that since I didn't want to say anything, but I did answer you in terms of I don't want to say anything of what value will it have, and I would appreciate it if it was scuttled. But I think if you want to consider yourself to be serious, that it will not appear anywhere.
Okay.
And then it appears. That permits it.
Yeah.
And, I'm not sure why it appeared, but I don't know.
Listen, the AP is one of the most respected news organizations the world over. I feel like I need a little bit more information, but when you stipulate that something's off the record, I don't know of another incident where the AP violated that agreement. It sounds like perhaps they stipulated it after the fact, but I'm not sure what was gained. I mean, we've talked about this earlier in the week. We don't have any new facts. Well, do we? Are there new facts?
Yes. Did you read any of the stuff overnight?
I did, and I read some of the new tweets. I mean, I think there are new people weighing in, but are there new allegations that are more recent?
Well, there are lots of allegations starting in 1969. There are many, 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 and it's very hard, I think, for any of us to discuss Bill Cosby in this context, because he is the beloved father image, the benevolent father that we as a society hold in some way. And even for, anyone who's been the victim of sexual abuse, to believe that somebody that you love or know could do that is a very difficult thing. So to even talk about it, I think, is hard.
It's not hard for people to talk about it on social media. And I think that to me, is the response of NBC and Netflix and TV Land, because they're responding to the mob, who are very upset with the allegations. And, and I think that's a big, big statement. It's a really, really big statement.
Which is a statement that they say they don't want to be in business with him as a result?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a wrong statement of the corporation?
I can't comment on how a corporation should do business. It's their right to do business accordingly. But I'm just saying that in this world of the internet and the information highway and social media, I think that it's pretty fascinating that public opinion can turn the tide.
Well, the only way that this news story became public again was because a male African-American comedian put it in his act after Googling it. And then Howard Stern put him on his show. And then all these other women came out as well and said it happened to me.
Right. I'm not disagreeing with you. And I what I'm saying is I'm making just a statement about how the public is at this point in our lifetime in the 21st century. That's my statement.
Well,
I'm not saying is he guilty or if he's not guilty. That's not for me to say.
Yeah, we don't know.
So what I'm just making a comment is on how we are today as a society, that, Big Brother is the public.
Yeah.
Big Brother is watching. And
so you think this is more about social media commenting on the allegations, not about the allegations themselves and whether or not that's a subject for the... What's the matter? You mad? I was just moving my chair.
Listen, but let me just say, because you used a word that I think is if we take away and learn something about how these conversations play out, it's the word mob. So, but there are some voices on Instagram who are not saying what the mob is saying. Raven Simone on Instagram said, "I was not taken advantage of by Mr. Cosby when I was on the Cosby Show. I was practically a baby, and this is a disgusting rumor that I don't want to be a part of." So, I mean, there is a diversity of reaction online. I mean, but
that is my point.
Yeah.
It's just that online does have power today, whether we like it or not. That's my only point. I'm not making a comment, and it seems like as if you're getting upset at me. I'm not saying the man is not guilty. I'm not saying the man is guilty. I'm saying that that's not my business. And what I'm saying is,
as a woman, it's not your business.
It's not unknowable, Rosie.
No,
I mean, when you say, I think everyone
You know,
that has been a victim of is brave to come out, and I think that probably the only thing more horrific than the act is to go to the hospital or go to the police. But I don't know. None of us can know that, which is unknowable. Mark Whitaker is a very well-respected journalist and author of a new biography, Cosby and His Life. He decided not to include the allegations in his book because he couldn't confirm them independently. It's unknowable. I see the facts as unknowable, but I mean, am I missing something?
And I'm not being insincere towards the women who have made these allegations, because if they're true, it's horrific and it's horrible, and he should pay the price. That's not the issue, Rosie, and I don't want you to put that on me, because I feel like you are, and I don't think that's fair.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to put that on you.
Okay.
I just didn't know if we were going to discuss it, what way we were going to discuss it, and I didn't know.
What I'm discussing is the reaction of corporations, how they are reacting to social media. That is my point of view. That's what I wanted to discuss.
Okay.
And it's not a rare thing. I mean, we watched it happen with Tiger Woods. We've watched this happen with a lot of different people, and it always is the same. Something gets started, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Then you get whatever the truth shakes out to be, and that's the truth. But we haven't gotten there yet. People keep coming out. People keep making stuff up. I mean, Raven Simone, they said that he molested her. She said, what the hell are you talking? This did not happen. So we, when we talk about how people respond to stuff, I think everybody's covering their butt. Because we saw it happen also with the cook, the chef.
Oh, the lady who said the N-word.
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen.
With Paula Deen.
Yes.
People said, you said that? You're out.
That's what I'm.
That's what I
think there's a big difference between a rape allegation and Paula using the N-word.
No, you know what? It is not. Because no, there's not. Because until you know if it's true, until you know that it's true, it's an allegation. That's all. That's what it is. And it's like, Paula Deen. I've known Paula a long time, and a lot of people said she did this, she did that, she did this. As it turns out, yeah, she said, I've said it. I live in a place where that word exists. Yes, I have said it in my life. People dropped her like this before they even realized that she said, yes, I did do it. So for me, the hardest thing about all of this is that whether it's, Kobe Bryant, whether it's Bill Cosby, it seems now you're guilty no matter what. Even if you're innocent, you're guilty, because once it's out, once somebody accuses you of this, that's what you are. And so I think it's very...
And it's harder when 13 women accuse you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I look at all the people who accuse Tiger Woods
of rape
and of having sex with her.
Rape is different than having sex.
My point is, people jump on the bandwagon, okay? People tend to jump on the bandwagon. Now, I know you have very different feelings about it, which you are entitled to. But for me, I'm going to wait, like I said.
Well, there are no charges pending.
No, there are no charges pending.
Statute of limitation is over.
Yeah, well, what do you want to do?
I'm just saying, what's the motivation of the women? If there's no financial gain?
I don't know, Rosie. I don't know why people do what they do.
They woke up and said, I want to ruin Bill Cosby today?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I think that it's also unfair to the women, as well, because everyone is piling on them as well. There's some people who are saying that the women are doing it.
Yes,
right, we
nobody
don't
knows.
know. But my point is that people are saying that these women are coming out for fame and for money, which they are not.
No,
but that's my point as well, because people go on social media and make those accusations, and it's not fair.
Yeah,
it's not
and this
fair
is a tragedy
on both ends.
Yeah, it's a tragedy. Either scenario. I mean, either 13 to possibly 15 women were raped by someone who was too powerful in an industry in which they wanted a future, and so they didn't feel like they had any recourse, legal or otherwise, or an innocent man at a point in his career where he didn't do. I mean, either way, it is a tragedy. That's all I've said, and I find it unknowable, but maybe I'm missing something. I don't know.
We'll be back with more Hot Topics.